Welcome to Dude RV. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, and of course, say it with me, you got here just in time. That's right, it's Friday, and it's time for another edition of Friday's Finds. I got some boxes for us to open, but before that, you're wanting to look in the background. We have a metal building with windows, and we will have electrical wiring by the end of the day. Okay, now we gotta open some boxes. I like BougeRV. I like to be the BougeRV. I like the brand BougeRV. This is a life necessity for us these days. Out here at Tranquility Base, I'm 45 minutes from the nearest big grocery store. I always travel with a refrigerator, a 12-volt refrigerator in my vehicle. Matter of fact, both of our vehicles now have a 12-volt refrigerator so that we can get our perishables home without them perishing. This one's a 28 quart. No, 23 quart. 12 volt, 1224. It's a 1224. Very, very well packaged. It was actually a box in a box, and it was actually upside down in the other box. BougeRV. Oh, look at there, gray. That'll actually match the new van. We have a surprise on the way. I like that. That's a good looking cooler right there. So I need to let it sit for 24, 48 hours before I plug it in, since it was upside down. We don't want that compressor to, and besides, I need to do some reading. So let's open another box. I'm excited about this one. You're gonna be excited about it too. You know how I like a good fire. Now I have FyreBar with me. I have fire on the table. This is a FyreBar tabletop fireplace. Oh, that's pretty. I didn't realize it was going to be a wood thing. Bamboo. And we have a tray with wicks. And some fancy forks. I know that goes in there. Those are wicks. It says, please read all safety information for this product before using. I guess I've got to go find some online information for the FyreBar tabletop stove. I bet I can just put some denatured alcohol in there and have a fire. We'll move that to the end of the table. Let's open another box. Oh, look at there. That's like, look at that. Yeah. That's like a really big. So I got to do some homework on this. Wireless HDMI transmitter and receiver from Swiflo. It's actually the Lanny office store. Lanny office store. This, I already know exactly how we're going to demo this. I'm going to connect my laptop to the RV to Trudy's TV. So this, I don't have a box. This comes to us from a Cat TV Scope 3 company. And they sent us this bag. And in this bag, we have a gate latch for a wrought iron gate. All the various pieces and parts, including instructions. So we're going to do a little wrought iron gate latch project. Now one more pack. One more. This is a set. Do not separate. This comes to us from Lufthansa. This is a Dunkai 2-pack air horn for safety. Dunkai. An air horn for dogs. I don't know if the Ratty Pack, I don't think I want my Ratty Pack having these air horns. They're already nagging enough as is about food and going outside. If I give them access to this air horn, I will never know peace. Actually, this would be a great thing for Yappy to carry in her pocket while she's walking the dogs, because we do have coyotes. You certainly don't want to put that up to anybody's ear directly, but that's pretty dang loud. Do it again. That's loud. Actually, you can put that in your boat and you're compliant with boating laws. Yeah, sticks in your pocket. Keeps coyotes away, keeps dogs away. It'll even keep human predators away. All right, now I gotta go do some work. Put some stuff together. We're gonna connect that computer to that TV with no wires. And it looks like the setup for this wireless HDMI transmitter is very simple. I mean, it's a real easy, simple diagram there. We have a TV monitor, we have a laptop, or you can actually connect to other electronic components as well. So if you want to just do video files and look at those, you know, as long as you follow this configuration, put that in the transmitter, or this in the computer or the device, and that goes into the back of the, it goes on an HDMI port. Now, this TV has 3 HDMI input ports. 2 of them are very difficult to reach. One of them is easier to get to, and it's here on the back, on the bottom. So I'm just going to plug that right in. Okay, that's a little cable. That's USB-C. So we got 4 different cables to connect to smaller devices, and one of these is the power. So let me figure out which one of these will power the device. TV, laptop. They're working. They're working extremely well. I've got the editing software. Well, let's see if we can find a YouTube video. Of course, I've muted the TV. Talk to you about some. Okay, that works. Now, I like this. This is a handy device. I think it's going to make my video editing much better. I'll be able to see it on the big screen versus the small screen. I think it's a good investment. I like it way better than I do the cable, for sure. moving right along, we gotta go, what are we gonna play with? We gotta go set up a refrigerator. The BougeRV refrigerator. Operates off 12, 24 volts, 110. It includes a 110 brick, so you can power it like a regular refrigerator. It does have an Energy Star rating guide. It'll cost you $17 a year, 118 watts of use. We got power cables. Has an eco mode, a high and a low. Got plenty of space in here. You can put 24 beers, 2 dozen ribeye steaks, whatever you need to keep cold. You can adjust your temperature. You can lock the thing so it doesn't, you don't bump it, and it won't work if there's not enough power. They actually sell some accessories. Power brick, not a brick, but a battery, and a coat to keep it cold. Warranty, 24-month warranty. And then there's a troubleshooting guide. So if you have any, I mean, this whole book walks you through how to use this thing. I like it. Fits behind the seat of the truck without any issue. I like the gray color. Now you watch. Yappy's gonna take it away from me too and put it in her car. All right, but that's all right. As long as we get groceries, we're good. It looks like we're gonna have another product added to this Friday's Finds edition. You see, I got the light working, and man, that thing puts out some serious light. This is actually for like a street light, a big parking lot light, big area light. There's 3 levels. There's high, medium, and low. We'll work with that after dark. But for me to be able to use to demo, I had to go find another part. These are the DiCUNO adapters, and these adapt big light bulbs to small sockets. Now this is a standard household residential light bulb socket, and that's the big one. This package of 4 was like $7. I think it's a pretty good value. Pretty good value if you need to have one of those. So if you end up with one of these light bulbs, you can light it up. And after dark, we'll come play with that light. So you have a wrought iron gate and your latch is broke, and you're looking at a latch. Here it is. So when you pull the knob, I like that it has the guides. So there's a guide on each side. And the lock works as well. So once you've turned the key, this moves to block the path. There's a lever in here that pops up. So there are two mounting plates included for the latch. One, if you don't want to be like right on the edge, this one allows you to move the catch. So this allows you to move that catch further in. I was originally going to use that for my demo, but it's not big enough. The steel is too narrow, so that would not have worked. This one would not have worked on that other steel, but that one would have. I have several different grommet parts for the knob, and the way that knob cable fits through there. They include, and keep an eye out for these, because if you lose one of these, that little set screw is gone. But I like that. I only wish I had a real gate too. As soon as that project's done, we'll have a real gate, and we'll be able to do better videos for stuff like this. I like that. I like that a lot. And keep the kids from leaving the gate open by locking it. Yeah, all right. moving right along. So that's actually burning. That's lit. So with the alcohol, you really can't see a whole lot of. We'll come back after dark. So what I'm using, I have some specific gel tabletop fireplace fuel on the way, but it's not going to be here for several days. So I went down to the local hardware store. I bought some denatured alcohol. It is for alcohol burning appliances. But since we can't really see, we can get some heat distortion. I'm going to have to come back after dark and figure out a way to give you that visual experience. So the BougeRV ice chest. I read up on the book. This actually is really fancy. It's really neat. It'll go down to -4. That's a 0.4 Fahrenheit. We're currently at 13 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got a 16-ounce bottle of water in there freezing. And tomorrow we'll verify that we reach that -8, -3, whatever negative number we're going for. Once you've adjusted your temperature, it'll go back into a lock status. The only way I know it's running is by putting my hand on it. I can feel the compressor vibrating. Oh, and the instructions, they tell you, make sure you leave this sitting upright for several hours before you plug it in, because it'll destroy that compressor. It's been 20 hours since I plugged that in, or since I turned this on. It's been 20 hours. At dusk last night about 5 o'clock, I lowered the temp to -8, and we've reached -6. That flickering is the frame rate on my camera, not a fault with the refrigerator. And last night I dropped this bottle of water in there. I think it'd be a great idea to invest in that blanket, because you can see where that would help with the sweating. I like this. That's an awesome little piece of gear. Okay, moving right along. The sun is officially set. The landscape lights have kicked on. We are ready to test this super bright cob light. Chip on board. Whoa, man, that is so bright. Look at how bright that is. There's actually 3 levels. Low, medium, and high. So there's low, medium, and high. That's a lot. And this bulb can handle 240 volts. You can put that in a 220 socket, 220 circuit. Look how bright that thing is. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. That's like the ultimate campsite light. It's perfect for this pop-up shelter. There's no question about that. Wonder how far out it'll shine. I'm not sure how far out you can see. Okay, we need to cook a hot dog. Tabletop fire pit comes with some cooking forks, so we probably ought to cook something. Our jog. Have to wonder exactly where's the hot spot here. I know if I go right there, it's not hot because it's an alcohol fire, so we got to be a little bit higher. But I know it's not too hot here, so I guess I got to be like right in the the yellow. Be somewhere right in there, I guess. It's certainly not as hot as a propane flame. But of course, that's the nature of alcohol. It's not as hot a fire. That's why it's not as great a fuel as gasoline. There's less energy density based on volume metrics. Yeah, I just said that. What to do with dripping fat? Will the fat actually combust if it goes into the alcohol reservoir? Whoa, that's hot. That actually worked out really good. This will be good for a party. You have a party and you're all sitting around having some adult beverages and playing with your food. It's really what it boils down to. It's playing with your food while you're drinking. I like that. I think that's a cool little party accessory. So the BougeRV ice chest. I read up on the book. This actually is really fancy. It's really neat. It'll go down to -4. That's a 0.4 Fahrenheit. We're currently at 13 degrees Fahrenheit. I've got a 16-ounce bottle of water in there freezing. And tomorrow we'll verify that we reach that -8, -3, whatever negative number we're going for. I'll press and hold that to unlock it. -8. Once you've adjusted your temperature, it'll go back into a lock status. Like it's super quiet. The only way I know it's running is by putting my hand on it and I can feel the compressor vibrating. Oh, and the instructions, they tell you, make sure you leave this sitting upright for several hours before you plug it in because it'll destroy that compressor. All right, we're done. Playing with that fire last night was fun. That's kind of cool to be able to cook some hot dogs on an alcohol flame. That'll be a nice ambiance when we get over to the bigger patio. And it's kind of lost in the chaos of yeah, kind of chaotic right here in my outdoor product video studio. All of these items can be found on Amazon. As the gracious host that I am, I'll give you a link in the card above and a link in the description below. That link will take you to the BougeRV shopping list on the BougeRV Gear Recommendations Amazon page. Your business is most appreciated. As I am an Amazon influencer, I do earn a little money when you make your purchase. If you don't want to mess with that Friday's Finds shopping list, down there in the description below, I will provide you with individual product links that will take you directly to the product page for the item that was featured in this video. Your business is most appreciated. My vendors would really appreciate you visiting their listings as well. It helps their metrics if you're just going to their page. If this is your first visit to the BougeRV page, thank you so much. If you like exploring and RV camping and stuff like that's my primary thing. I have one of the largest public libraries of public campgrounds on the internet. Primarily, I've documented every public campground in the state of Texas. Well, not every, but I'm 95%. They're 97, pretty dang close. There's not. I've got 4 state parks left. For those of you who have been following along, thank you. I truly appreciate your support. I really do. And if you like these product videos, you want to plan on going to one of my biannual events, Buzzard Days or Dillo Days, because I give most of this stuff to you. For my patrons, your generosity is most appreciated. That really helps support this show. Thank you. You guys rock! All right, y'all come back now, you hear?